Okay guys, so here is my second project for the day. I'm going to do the alcohol ink with the paints. Like I said before in my previous video, this is already prepped with clear gesso, just some basic Liquitex clear gesso. And then I have a little dropper that came with my gelatos, and this has alcohol already in it. I have a spray bottle of water just in case, and I've already watered my acrylic paints down. And I'm just going to mix that water in real quick to all four of my colors. Again, I have the gold. These are all metallics. I have antique gold, garnet red, and plum and blue topaz. So I'm super excited for that. I'm just going to wet my, not too much, just a little bit, and I'm going to get started. And this is pretty random. I mean, clearly I don't have a plan, but I just wanted something kind of fun. Today because I had a pretty rough day at work, so I wanted to come home and play. So my husband, our daughter and grandson, and our son-in-law and our other daughter he decided to take them to Makokata Caves, which is just north of us here in the Quad Cities, so that I could quietly play in my craft room, which is incredibly sweet of him because he knows too many visitors for too long kind of gets me in a mood, and I think he's figured that out. So alright, so done playing with the water stuff. So the water paint anyway. So let's get the dropper out. And go for it. I'm really curious as to how this is going to work with metallic paints, and it does seem to be reacting. Look at how big those are. Those little circles. Let's see. Let me just get my fan brush, and I'm just going to flick a bunch of little dots all over this. I'm a flicker. So I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to react, or finish reacting, and I'm going to clean up my mess here. Okay guys, so for those of you who've never worked with metallics, they take a very long time to dry. But I have this one dry just enough to show you guys how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. Love it. Let's get a little closer so you guys can see all my little spots and dots and swirls and stuff. So it worked out really well even with metallic paints. I love it. It kind of reminds me of an underwater lava vent a little bit. So there is that one, and I apologize for the delay, but anybody who knows me knows that I'm absolutely crazy about cleaning up the detritus off of my work area, so I had to do that because it was driving me crazy. So I'm going to let these dry the rest of the way. These are mostly dry, but still a little damp. They just take a little bit longer because of the metallic shavings inside the paint, but this is actually almost dry except for that one corner. But I got 2 pieces of artwork and some more to mess around with at a later date. So this was the alcohol drop technique. I'm not sure that that's what it's called. Hang on. This is Mixed Media Morsels number 3, alcohol background. So I have my alcohol background now, and I may cut more of these little 6x6s for this project since I've got 2 of them done now, and well, 3 of them technically. I'm not sure what happened to my other one. It's somewhere. It's in one of my books. Here it is. So I may cut my collage one down to a 6x6 because they're the same paper. That way I've got my own little book started with my techniques from Mixed Media Morsels. So there it is, guys. Have a great evening.